it's Ina the Moderator, and today's video is going to be a story time. I haven't really done story times here in this channel, but I want to talk to you about my recent Book Depository story. Book Depository, if you are not familiar with it, it's an online bookish store, an online bookstore that caters worldwide. It ships free internationally, and it has some hard to find titles. And years back, I tried it out and I had a really good experience with it. I think I received the books within 3 to 4 weeks. I think those books I ordered were part of the Shadowhunter verse. Yeah. And then when the pandemic hit, Book Depository stopped shipping to the Philippines, and many Filipino readers missed them. I think it was April this 2021 when they announced that they'll be shipping again to the Philippines, and I decided to try it out just so I can find out how their service would be. And it's also because I've been searching for these books in particular because I can't find complete copies of this trilogy here in the Philippines. So before I talk to you about the journey of these books, let me show them first to you. So by the way, the books arrived in this carton, and nothing else. They're not protected by anything else aside from the carton. And the book I'm talking about is the Bone Witch trilogy. So when you buy from Book Depository, you really get brand new books. So these are not remaindered copies at all. So this is The Bone Witch by Rin Chopeco. The reason why I was really excited to buy this book because it's Shalea's favorite book series ever, and it has motivated her in being in the bookish community. And Shalea is like one of my favorite bloggers and bookish content creators. And yeah, I've been seeing Rin Chopeco's work being celebrated in the community. I have read their The Never Telling World and Wicked As You Wish, but many people have been recommending this one, and they fell in love with this series as well. So yeah, it says here, let me be clear, I never intended to raise my brother from his grave. I think I read in Kate of your Tita Kate's post sometime. She has been recommending this countless of times that the way that this book story was told isn't like your usual Western formats, and it's really very Asian in the way the story is told, as Rin is Filipino Chinese. So it's very interesting. I really wanted to read the book, but I wanted to have like the trilogy together in one place. So yeah, I bought the Bone Witch. I also bought the Heart Forger. And I also bought the Shadow Blast. So they're complete, they're all together, they're all really cute. They actually arrived in good condition despite not having bubble wrap or like the honeycomb style of paper wrapping or plastic OPP or cling wrap or something to protect the cover. And unfortunately, the Heart Forger's copy is slightly bent. I don't know how to show you, but yeah, it's slightly bent here. I hope I'll get to correct it, but aside from that, really, even the edges are all perfect. It's very white, no foxing or tanning, and I love that the covers have like a gleam when the light hits. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this trilogy sometime. I know this is a fantasy, and I'm not a fantasy girl, so it's going to be quite a challenge to accomplish this. I need to prepare my brain cells for this, but I'm really hoping to have a great time. And just so you have an idea, when you purchase from Book Depository, you receive an invoice like this one on your purchase. So here, it says here that I ordered the books last April 15, 2021. And now I received it actually September 15, 2021. So it took me May, June, July, August, 5 months before I received the books. And that's quite a long time. I actually messaged Book Depository quite a lot to follow up on the orders. But yeah, one great con about buying from Book Depository is that you don't get any tracking. You just wait. Even if you call our local post office, they won't be able to tell you anything, and they're already very familiar about Book Depository, and yeah, know way to track. So you just hope and wait and wish that the books will arrive safely. And one thing I was nervous about is receiving the 3 books in separate parcels, but yeah, I got them here through this one big carton. And if you're curious about the price, I was able to buy the entire series for 1,870 pesos. Now, when I was living in a different city in Metro Manila, when the books arrived, I didn't have to pay for anything. And I actually thought that I'll be receiving a card from the post office, and I had to go to the post office to receive the books, but I actually received them door to door, but I still had to pay 112 pesos. And all of these books were dispatched from the UK, and what I've heard is that if you buy quite a number of books, they might not be able to send it at the same time. So if they arrive in different parcels, you have to pay 112 per parcel. So technically, it's not free shipping because you have to pay the Philippine Post Office for catering to your order, but I guess it's still very cheap compared to like ordering from Amazon, which is usually, for me who lives in Cavite, it's about 600 or 500 per book if you're shipping from Amazon US. So yeah, I guess the advantages of purchasing from Book Depository is that you get to find books that aren't available here in the Philippines. You'll be able to get them for really good prices. And yeah, technically it's free shipping all over the world. But I guess the cons is that you really have to wait. For me, I had to wait for 5 months. So if it's an anticipated read, I suggest you find a source, you find a different source, find somewhere else to buy the book. But if you're not really in a hurry like me, I just want to add these books to my collection, and then shopping from Book Depository is fine. I think it's just because of the global pandemic why the books had to arrive 5 months, which is, I think, 3 months longer than I was expecting. And again, yeah, the packaging, if you're very particular with that, is just this carton and nothing else. So it can get wet, yes. There's always a possibility that the books will be damaged when they arrive in your doorstep. And yeah, but again, another advantage on the flip side is that you can purchase your books using your credit card and with the price already converted to Filipino peso while you are browsing the site. So me personally, I don't have any plans of buying from Book Depository in the near future because, yeah, I think 5 months is quite too long of a wait for me. I mean, the excitement would die down already. Like, for instance, the Bone Witch trilogy was supposed to be a major part of my weekathon reading. And unfortunately, a book club I'm in, the Dead Readers League, is also reading Bone Witch for September. And since I received it a few days ago, I think it's not enough for me to like have time to go through it. So yeah. But then again, this is my own personal experience, and it might differ. I'm not sure if it would be quicker if you place an order now in September than what happened during April. And yeah, so that's it for my book depository story. If you have questions about how it's like, or like specific things I wasn't able to touch on about getting books from Book Depository, please write them down in the comments. Or if you had a better experience buying from Book Depository in 2021, then please share it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, and may you always be in the mood for reading. Bye!